turning passion into a successful business, reaching new heights by going deeper and deeper every time. This story is an adventure that began 50 years ago. The year was 1964. The place, Ravenna. Fausto Lorambelli and Franco Nanni were diving companions, united by a shared passion for the sea. The diving firm they created was called Rana. It was a curious name, a combination of the first two letters of each man's last name. And since Rana is Italian for frog, it was a curiously appropriate name for a business created by two frogmen. Maybe it was just destiny. The firm's first diving ventures were off the coast of Marina di Ravenna. At first, it was just Rambelli and Nanni, with limited resources and equipment, but no shortage of determination and tenacity. It was their commitment and perseverance that enabled the firm to grow day after day, accepting every kind of subsea challenge that came their way. "1,500 years later, after it was the capital of the Roman Empire in the west, Ravenna was once again a capital, and it was thanks to the efforts of these two pioneers. This time, it was capital of subsea innovation and excellence. In July 1969, man walked on the moon for the first time in history. Just a month later, another groundbreaking mission was underway, not with 3 American astronauts, but 3 Italian divers. The name of the mission was Delfino 1, and it was the first experiment in saturation diving. The 3-strong team of divers spent 3 days in a steel cylinder without once returning to the surface. The chamber lay at a depth of 11 meters, 6 kilometers from the coast. Delfino 1 kept the observers on the edge of their seats until the morning of the 4th day of immersion, when the chamber returned to the surface. In the eyes of the world, the divers were now pioneers of underwater exploration. Their fame and reputation grew when the experiment was repeated with Delfino 2. This time, the immersion lasted for 11 days at a depth of 20 meters. The team returned to the surface in perfect condition, and Delfino 2, like its predecessor, was hailed as a resounding success. Just a few years after its foundation, Rana had already made a name for itself as a leading Italian offshore diving company. The Ravenna company's services were increasingly in demand with leading offshore companies for jobs including installation, maintenance, and exploration. These were years of investigation, experimentation, and discovery. Chambers became more and more sophisticated, and the technology ever more advanced. And the men who used this equipment became increasingly daring. Their ability to work in an immense but still largely unknown environment such as the sea attracted the attention of some of the largest international offshore companies, and Rana was catapulted into the international spotlight with underwater missions all over the world. The combination of human endeavor and new generation technology made it possible to operate at ever greater depths, and thanks to its own patented technology and the use of the earliest remote-operated vehicles for underwater inspection work, Rana quickly earned a reputation as a major innovator. Water is an element that's magnificent, yet ruthless, exciting, yet dangerous. So for Rana, safety is an essential factor. For safety has to be guaranteed, even in the most extreme conditions. During major events, for example, a team of divers is always on hand to assist in case of emergency, like guardian angels whose element is not the sky but the depths of the sea. The adventure that began 50 years ago with a neoprene wetsuit, a couple of air cylinders, and a small motorboat continues today. Only the details have changed. New generation equipment, a fleet of support vessels filled with advanced technology, and divers capable of operating in total safety at ever-increasing depths. The small Marina di Ravenna-based firm specializing in diving and geophysical services for the newborn energy sector is now a major player capable of undertaking any kind of underwater project anywhere in the world, in the Mediterranean, in Southeast Asia, in West Africa, and elsewhere. Rana has two overseas subsidiaries, Rana Libya Sea Services, based in Tripoli, and Rana Congo, based in Pointe Noire. Another subsidiary, Res Marina, specializes in engineering and construction of equipment for the industrial diving and offshore sectors. Everything else has remained the same. The determination, the tenacity, the commitment, and perseverance which have driven Rana since its earliest days. And the sea itself, once an unknown and unexplored realm, has become the scene of unprecedented success for a company which has ceaselessly contributed to the modernization of whole areas of our planet. A story made of stories. The stories of the divers, technicians, engineers, physicians, and many others, men and women who have reached beyond their natural confines to make the sea their home. Rana's most valuable resource will always be the people they work with. For these are the people whose work, far from the media spotlight, is to engineer and implement some of the world's greatest underwater projects. And what about the future? We can't tell what new challenges the future will bring us. But whatever it holds in store, we'll be ready for it. After 50 years, we're feeling fitter than ever, ready to go further, ready to go deeper.